Speaking of beat the shit out of somebody, shout out to Biz.
Yeah. Shout out to Biz. Shout out Biz. Yeah.
I heard him tell the story. I listened to him tell the story on Spittin Chiclets. Yeah, he's put his finger in his face. Nobody was looking around. About 15 seconds, I come over, hey, bud, this is over. And then I guess he gets into a full brawl.
Yeah.
With 6 to 7 people. And 6 people end up getting arrested. This goes from inside bar to he loses his shoe outside at one point. This is in Phoenix, so I think it was in a rock area. Goes through a parking lot again. He's fighting 6 people into the front of a CVS around a dumpster. Loses his other shoe, loses his shirt, gets some in. Some guy comes in, buckle guy that started the entire thing. Goes into CVS. Cops show up. They arrest this crew straight out of a movie that all got their asses beat by one guy. Yeah, look at their faces. Obviously, they're all disheveled and they're taking mugshot pics, so they're not going to be pumped up at all. But just know that Paul Bissonnette, Biz Nasty, host of Spittin Chiclets, former hockey guy, former
tough guy,
stick, gloves
for a living,
sweater guy for a living. That's out of a movie.
Yeah.
And Biz being the perfect guy for that to happen to. Thank you for your service, Biz.
Oh yeah, baby Biz. It's like Family Guy. Inside the restaurant.
He didn't have a scratch on him either.
This is what he looked like. Yeah. This is what the one guy who fought them all looked like. And that's why hockey is awesome. Okay, that is just what it. And then he even said he wishes he could forego all the charges, just go 1v1 against all of them behind some barn somewhere and just one after another handle. It's like 6 dudes try to fight one guy. They all get arrested.
They all end up looking like Jay Leno.
Well,
Jay Leno fell down a very steep hill. That was 44 feet.
And they don't look like Jay. Jay looks like he got beat by Biz actually one-on-one.
Yeah, he got beat by 4 Bizzes.
Yeah. Bingo.
It was 6 Bizzes on one Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Is what Jay Leno's face looked like. But we're happy to hear he's okay.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's okay.
Hopefully.
One half of the hammer.
Dahn.
Cowboys, AP Tony's here. Houston's, I assume, which is the place in which this all started. Have I ever been to Houston's? Where's Houston's?
No, it's right on Scottsdale Road. It's a good place.
Is it bar loungy?
It's upscale American bar food, I guess.
I guess
there's
they
a bar and then like a good restaurant.
At the bar, they don't serve people who don't have seats, and those 6 golfers, they needed a drink, and now. And they start finger pointing at the general manager.
Can't do that.
Can't do that on Biz's house.
No.
That's disrespectful.
Biz, I become friends with the staff. I know these people. Biz stopping by Houston's all the time. Is anybody going to stop these assholes?
Okay.
All right.
Everyone's looking.
When Biz is walking over there to them, do you think in his head he's going, I'm about to fuck up 6 dudes?
Yeah.
Like, is that his mindset?
Absolutely, yeah. 4 Houstons, by the way. Like,
Yeah, this is
proud
for the
to
good
do
of
it.
this place.
Yeah, he's got a jersey on underneath his jacket, I'm sure.
What a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Hockey's awesome.
He said he
Unbelievable.
fought for the French onion soup.
What's that?
He said he fought for the French onion soup. It's
I
so
couldn't
good.
even fathom how good that is. They probably got that cheese right
Oh,
on top
yeah,
of it.
melted.
That's what started. He actually, one of those guys knocked over.
His on the way in.
Yeah.
I'd fight for that.
Server was bringing in the French onion soup up here. Behind.
Yep.
And one of those polo goes boom. Oh, now you did it.
Yeah.
Now you did it.
Is that mine?
I love those stories in real life. And then he beats 6 dudes' asses, and they go to jail, not him.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a victory.
I think the world's coming back.
That's America.
Hey, that is good.
Shout out.
I love that. And everybody's just agreed, yeah. Yeah, actually, the 7th guy deserved it too, but he just kind of backed out. They learned a lot about that guy in the group that got away there. Anyways, joining us now is a man who I hope has an opportunity to have this moment sometime. He's a college football national champion, a Super Bowl champion, a Ryder Cup winner, former president of the state of Ohio. God, just imagine somebody coming up to like his kids and their friends, and it's like a group of 6 dudes in polos that just got done golfing, and he gets a chance to get up and see red.
Cheesecake Factory parking lot.
Did you take all the grilled chicken here? Yeah. Who's going to eat the bland-ass rice? You or me? That's what I thought. Saws them all down. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, Hawker.
Thank you for that, Hawk. We know you would do that. We know you would do that.
For the factory, yeah. I mean, it would be funny to get into a big old brawl at the Cheesecake Factory and have it spill into the parking lot. That'd be amazing.
And then into another business's parking lot.
What was everybody else doing? What's everybody doing when Biz is taking on all these dudes?
There has to be a video somewhere. There has to be a video.
He said it would. He said in his video, like, there's surveillance footage. He's like, it'll come out.
I mean, is he just bang, pow, or is he like knocking one, squaring them back up? Is he like, we've seen like Bruce Lee videos. Like back in the day, taking on groups, and obviously Steven Seagal has taught us how to take on.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
Detroit PD guy.
All this. Bingo. Then we've seen all these recreations on the internet. What's it like in real life with 6 drunk whites, fresh off a golf course, who are in need of a drink right now, coming at you? What is the plan of attack? How many kicks do you think? You think he got any kicks out too? You think Biz did any side kicks?
He said he would. He was saying he would hit him, and he'd kind of like have to back up because so they all didn't jump him at once. So like, take care of this guy. Oh, back up! I see you coming. Like he had a good plan. It sounded like.
Well, he said he did get kicked twice in the head, once in the shoulder.
Yeah.
He said got right back up. Obviously, fought a guy. Think about those dudes.
Buckled him. He saw the bald guy coming. Buckled him.
Got a good right. Buckled
That felt
him.
good.
He said
That felt
in the
great.
moment. Yeah, it was a good moment. The guy that started the whole thing, he beelines through the whole. What do you think those 6 drunk guys were thinking? What is this?
Who is this guy? What are we doing? Who is this guy?
They'd be so embarrassed. They'd be so embarrassed. Normally, we beat the shit out of this guy. Obviously, it's a little different today. Spending time in jail for that, get your ass beat by one guy, and then you spent a couple families. I think I saw a couple of similar last names. There's a couple of ones that were different in there. That's a tough time at the golf course.
Yeah,
they all shot a fucking 100 too.
Oh, yeah,
100
without a doubt.
plus.
No doubt.
How many sleeves of balls were lost by those dudes?
The thought of them throwing punches, looking at each other like, what is this? It's still going. Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
Who is this guy?
Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a guy who maybe has been in this situation before. We don't know. There's a chance. He's in the Bull Ring of Honor for the Houston Texans, one of only 3 people. He's a future first ballot Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday, and it's J.J. Watt. Did you know in the city, obviously that you play for the Cardinals and have a home and everything like that, that you could potentially go hang out at a restaurant and get an opportunity to beat the hell out of 6 drunk dudes? Did you know that this is happening?
I wish I knew earlier because it's about 3 minutes down the road for me. That would have been a lot of fun.
Could you imagine you and Biz? Imagine JJ showing up, just walking out of his car, and Biz is like, any one of them, you boom.
That's what I don't get, man. I'm trying to picture, like, there has to be some footage somehow. The CVS has to have a camera, Houston's has to have a camera, but 6 dudes on one. Like, Biz is a badass of badasses, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But how are you not like? Is it like, okay, you take a turn, is it like a line, like they're playing lightning in basketball, where they're like, all right, my turn, now my turn? Or are they like 6 dudes just around a guy? I'm so confused. Biz just going spinning haymakers, just spinning around.
I don't know.
It's incredible.
He had to have kicked, right? At some point, he had to have kicked. I assume there was
He lost both shoes, so probably.
a barefooted kick, too. Like you see, I wonder how many times he thought to himself,
Aldo.
oh my God, rock. You know? Because that hurts. That hurts. In the middle of it, I'm sure you don't feel it, but he woke up the next day. Boy,
my
the
God.
dogs are barking. I mean,
He looked good, though. I mean, he looked good.
handsome.
Taking 6 guys on. Now, seeing the mug shots, like, you're like, okay, now I can see it a little bit more. Like, they didn't exactly look like the Peaky Blinders out there, you know, but they
Actually, they did look like they were kind of Irish
They
mall.
look
One
like,
of them had
they
a
look
old
like
man.
they've eaten their fair share of food, and they look like they think they're tough. I would say that,
Yeah.
but they don't look like they can actually brawl.
All very
But I
big
will say,
faces.
Houston's fantastic restaurant, and can definitely attest to the people. There's a Hillstone and a Houston's here, both the same family. That restaurant is worth fighting for. It's a good restaurant.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Biz. We appreciate you, Biz.
Good work, Biz.
Hockey is absolutely awesome. And I think that's a great testament to what hockey is, by the way.
Amen.
Okay. Willing to just go fight a group of friends for a restaurant, hockey guy.
Yeah.
That's good for hockey, what happened.
Did no other patrons pop up to help out after the fight started, by the way? Like, I get that maybe
Yeah.
Biz was the first one to defend, which is ridiculous in its own right. Where's everybody else? But then once a brawl starts, like, somebody get in there and pull some people off.
So Zeet has learned more. He did have to get a vitamin Toradol shot the next day, I guess, to relieve some of the pain in which he felt, because he did get kicked in the head and arm a couple times. He said he was shocked. I guess he did say that nobody else jumped in. He was like, "What? Well, what's going on?
All right.
Oh, it's just me here?"
That's bizarre. You're just watching somebody get his ass kicked? Like, what's going on?
How cool would that have been if Jage was rolling into CVS? You know, just happened to park the car.
Yeah.
Just see Biz. Jage, thanks for
Hey!
coming.
Oh, wow. Oh,
They said it was 3.5 minutes, I think, is the length of time. That's so long. He had to be.
Yeah.
Those dudes had to be so gassed.
Oh, my
I
God.
assume everyone saw the fight and was like, I don't want to ruin this story. He's handled himself okay.
Okay.
The 1-on-6 is a cool thing.
Is that Biz over there? Yeah, that's basically. He's good.
He's got it.
Let him go.
He's got it.
Should we film it? No, he uses it.
Oh, they
Did
got
it
it.
just casually roll over into the parking lot too? Like they had to get out a door. That's not easy.
It's a movie fight.
Like while brawling.
I think he's probably what, backing out?
Yeah.
One of these?
Someone get that door.
He had to be the first one out, I assume, and then they were following
He was.
him?
He said like there was like a little like statue in like the entryway where the doors come in. He was like, I managed to duck under that thing, get outside, create a little separation, and then
space.
kinda, bring them all into my web. And he was just like waiting for him out there, kind of.
Brought them all in. The greatest guy that this could happen to.
Yeah.
Great storyteller.
There's no better voice to tell that story. I mean, the hockey voice, like the accent, it's just, that was perfect.
What did he say? Took some, gave some more.
Yeah.
Something like that. What a legend, dude. Spittin Chiclets also very influential in the hockey world.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I think they're a massive piece of the NHL. And obviously the NHL ratings last year were the biggest they've ever been. I think you could say the projection and trajectory of that particular podcast has certainly helped out with the whole thing. Because the boys come on there and they actually open up. We're actually cold FaceTiming Biz right now to see if he answers. Probably not. Very busy man. 10 jobs, and he still figures out ways to beat the shit out of people. If he does, we will certainly have some follow-up questions.